So today what I want to demonstrate to you is how to design a report within a simple database, Access database. And for today's lesson, we will be designing a report based on a query that we have previously created. Okay, so let me share my screen. And there we go. I'm going into my database. So a database you will be familiar with, okay, the one that we've been working on previously. So as you can see, we have our patients here with individual patient numbers, dates of birth, surname, forename, and we have a field now for the COVID vaccine, who's received the vaccine and who hasn't, okay. But what I want to do is, based on my query, remember the query, we designed a query and ran a query who had received the vaccine, so that the query was showing just the patients who had received the vaccine and not those who hadn't. So as you can see, Earl Jones, Cameron Parker, Violetta Trusk have not received the vaccine. They are not appearing in the patient information query. So it's only those patients who have received the vaccine that are appearing in this query. So if I want to actually produce a report and print out this information in report format for my boss, for the surgeon, for the doctor, whoever, then what I need to do is go to create, and I'm going to come over to report and report wizard. Okay, so first of all, it's asking, where do I want this report to be on? Once we get into more advanced databases, you will find that you can base a report on several pieces of information, maybe 2 or 3 tables, 2 or 3 queries. Okay, but for this moment in time, we're basing it on this query, the patient information query, which is showing just the patients with the COVID vaccine. Okay, which available fields do I want to take over? Do I want them all over? Yeah, I think I will. So I will just press all. I could easily just I could take the date of birth off if I want, but I think actually, do you know what? I am going to put them all on. So there we go. Next, okay. This is asking, do I want to group the report by any particular area? So if I wanted to group it, if I had several patients all with the same surname and I wanted to group it by surname, I could have a report with surnames. So all McLennan's up here, then all McLennan's down here, then all Browns up here, and then all Browns down here. Okay, the individual information. But I don't actually want to group in this way at this time. We're doing a simple report. Okay, so take that off using the add and off buttons. That's it on, that's it off again. Okay, press next. Do I want to sort my records? I can sort them by up to 4 fields. So I think I will. I think I'll sort them in order of surname ascending. Okay, so alphabetical order. And I will press next. And now it's asking, what layout do I want? Do I want portrait, landscape? I might make mine landscape just to make it look nice. Okay, I could choose column. So the information grouped in columns like that. Tabular, which I prefer. Justified is quite difficult to read sometimes, okay, particularly for people with dyslexia, because it adds in unnecessary spaces. So in this case, we're going to stay at tabular, okay? And I'm going to press next. And then it's saying, do I want to preview the report or do I want to modify the report's design? In this case, I want to modify the report's design because I'm going to put in a header with my name on it, okay? And what title do I want for the report? So patient information query, that's what the report is based on. But this isn't a query, so I'm just going to call it report, okay? Patient information report COVID vaccine, okay, in this instance. This is what the report is showing me, which patients have had COVID vaccine. I'm going to modify the report's design, so I press finish and we will wait and a report will appear. This is my report, okay, this is my report. This is in design view down here. Okay, so we're in design view. The report header up here, the information in the grey area appears just on the very first page of the printed report. So if I was to print a report with 5 pages, this header would appear just on the very first page, okay? What I also want to do is put my name in here. So I come up here, this area, label, so click on that, come down here, and I'm going to draw a label here with my name on it so I can see that I've produced this report. There we go, okay. Now, on each page of the report, we would have a header with surname, forename, and such like, okay? And if we go across, we can see this is in landscape. So I also have date of birth and COVID vaccine here as well. So these would be the headings at the top of the page, and then underneath the detail would be the individual patients with their information. But we can see quite clearly that lots and lots of space there. Okay, I don't need that space. So by left clicking in here, it turns orange and I can amend the size of this area here. Okay, just bear with me while my computer catches up. There we go, I've amended the size. And I'm going to do the same for forename as well. So if I sit in there, turn it orange and come back over. But I don't want my headers out of alignment with the actual detail. So I'm going to do the same with the detail down here. Same with the detail, bring it back over. Okay, and the same with forename. So I'm going to bring that forename back over, drag it back over, so it's in line with the header up here. And then reduce the size of it here as well. Okay, there we go. And by scrolling along, I can move my date of birth. So move my header back here, move the detail as well. So this design layout allows me to play about with that. Remember, report header, grey area is just on the very front page. Page header appears at the top of every page, and then this is the actual detail, and then report footer as well. Okay, so if I wanted, I could put my name down in the report footer and things. Okay, but I put it on the report header. There we go. That's it, I think. The now function in the report header, that's just that's a function to tell the report to generate today's date and time down there. Okay, so that's it. So that's what I want my report to look like. Okay, so we're in design at the moment. What I want to do now is go to print preview. Okay, so print preview, and here we go. We now have a report with surname, forename, date of birth, and whether somebody's had the COVID vaccine. Okay, I can save that, Control S, and I can come out. I can close down these records, come into my patient information. I could maybe change. Cameron now has the vaccine as well. So remember, it's in edit mode. So I press save. That's it. My patient information query should now update as well. Okay, refresh. Cameron now has the vaccine as well. And if I come into my report, okay, here we see Cameron now has the vaccine as well. So the beauty of a report is that you can run it at any time, okay, based on the information that you already have there. And all we need to do is just remember to save this, okay? If we want to go back in and change the design again in any way, we would go back into view, design view, and we could perhaps change this in some way over here, change the spacing and such like as we want, okay? But I'm quite happy with the print preview at the moment. So that's it. So we're going into print preview, landscape, one page, and there we go. And I shall stop sharing, come back again. And that's how you design a simple report on databases based on a query. Okay, thank you.